Hey, what's going on everyone? Koda here, also known as Goku. In today's video, we're going to talk OBS settings. I'm going to keep this video pretty simple and pretty short for you guys. I'm not going to get too in-depth. I just want to basically give you the settings that you need to stream at your best. So, with that being said, we're going to jump over to the scene that, I'm going to use to display all this and show all this, and yeah. So, in your OBS settings, there are 3 things that you need to look for if you're having problems with your stream or you just want the best settings that you can achieve. Your stream, output, and video are the most important settings that you can focus on to improve the quality of your stream or fix issues in your stream. Stream is basically where you're going to put your stream key, get your stream all set up, pick the service that you are using, whether it's one of these here, you just pick whichever one you're using, not hard. If you're streaming on YouTube, pick YouTube. If you're streaming on Twitch, pick Twitch. Your server. Now, the reason this is a big one is because a lot of people try and pick a server based off their relative location. This is your choice. This is the servers on Twitch that you get to pick from. Keep it on auto. What auto does is it picks the server that is the best connectivity for you. I could do New York, but if, God forbid, New York servers aren't doing so hot this day, it'll automatically connect me to, say, Ashburn, because Ashburn has better connectivity. Just keep this on auto. Don't worry about this unless you live specifically in one of these cities. Just keep it on auto. Now, output. Output is very important. And the reason I say this is because this is where most of your settings and stuff are going to come from. Your encoder is basically what your computer is going to use to encode and process all of the information on your stream to the streaming platform. Okay? So your encoder, never use your CPU as your encoder. Use H.264 or NVENC. Both of those are your graphics card's built-in encoders. Now, the reason I say don't use your CPU, because most people don't have a CPU that can handle streaming at a good quality and do it well, basically. H.264 is AMD's firmware that is built into their graphics card, and NVENC is the Turing encoder in the NVIDIA graphics cards that you can use for streaming. Both of these will drastically improve your quality, will improve drop frames, will improve render lag, and all this other fun stuff. These are the 2 encoders that you want to use, H.264 and NVENC. Pick one of those based off whichever graphics card you are running, okay? Your outscale resolution, rescale output here is basically what quality you want, sent to your viewers, whether it's 1080p, 900p, 720p, whatever. Just pick the appropriate quality that you want your stream. Your preset, use Twitch or YouTube. If you are streaming, obviously pick one of the streaming ones. Don't pick one of the recording ones. Real simple. Don't be dumb. If you are streaming on Mixer or Facebook, unfortunately, you don't have a preset. Just stream via the Twitch streaming preset. Unfortunately, you don't have a preset. I know Facebook is working on integration. Mixer is not, because Mixer, well, whatever. It's Mixer. Just pick one of these 2 if you're on that platform. And if you're on Twitch or YouTube, pick the appropriate one. Quality preset. So, basically, your quality preset is how you want OBS to function. If you want a more quality stream, but a little bit worse speed, you can go with, quality. If you want more speed, less quality, you can go with speed. Keep this on balance. This setting is super dumb in OBS. Just keep this on balance, whatever you do. Don't change this one. Okay? Now, we're going to skip this one for now, because we'll talk about that in a second. Pre-pass mode, just keep it disabled. You don't want this. This again is a setting that you don't need. You can read it. If it seems like it'll fit you, you can change it, but just keep it disabled. So, bitrate. Bitrate is very important and very confusing to a lot of people, okay? Now, your bitrate, long story short, is the internet connectivity between your stream and the platform that you are streaming to, okay? If your connection down in the bottom right when you stream, You hit start streaming, you'll get a little colorful box that'll appear right here. If this box is green, you're good to go. Your connectivity for your internet to the streaming platform is good to go. You have good internet connectivity to begin with. All good, all dandy. Now, if that box starts changing colors, one of two things is happening. Your internet is taking a crap, or your connection via your internet and home Wi-Fi or whatever to the streaming service and streaming platform that you are using is not strong. If this goes to yellow, red, orange, and it's jumping all around, it's because you're having connectivity issues via your internet. Next to that is bitrate. Now you will see, no matter what you set your bitrate to, this number will fluctuate. But you want it to stay relatively within a range of what you set your bitrate to. If you set your bitrate to 5,000, you want that number to stay as close to 5,000 as possible. You don't want that number jumping down to 2,500, to 7,000, to 500. You want it to stay within a couple hundred points, basically, of that bitrate that you have set. If that number is jumping around, again, you could be having internet issues, connectivity issues to the streaming service that you are using, and or your bitrate is just set too high and it can't, your OBS and you can't handle it. So, now, talking about bitrate. If you set this bitrate too high, there is potential that people viewing your stream, it will be choppy for them. Not because anything that you are necessarily doing wrong, but their internet can't handle a super high bitrate. The average bitrate for a streamer should be anywhere between 3 to 5,000. Most of the time, you are going to be told to keep it between 3,500 and 4,500. You can bump it up to 5,000, and it's not going to make a big deal. But if you go any higher than that, there is potential that your viewing audience will struggle to pick your stream up because you're streaming at such a high bitrate. I hope this has made sense to you guys. It is very difficult to explain simply, but if you have good internet, keep it between 3 to 5,000. If your internet is a little choppy, maybe go to from like 2 to 3,000. Try and hit that target goal though of roughly 3,500 to 4,500, maybe 5,000 like I said. You can play around with this, see what works best for you. It is very important to find the right bitrate. Now, your rate control method, you have two options that matter. You have constant bitrate and variable bitrate, okay? You can see the different ones on screen. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to read through them. Your constant bitrate, so say you set your bitrate to 4,000. A constant bitrate will try and keep your bitrate at 4,000 as much as possible. A variable bitrate, even if you have your bitrate set to 4,000, what will end up happening is variable bitrate will adjust your bitrate based off your internet connectivity and your connection to the server. So your bitrate could jump from 2,500 all the way up to 5,000. Doesn't matter. It will jump around. And what that does is it can cause choppiness in your stream. If you can and have stable, good internet, keep it on constant, set a bitrate like I've spoken before, and you will be fine. Keyframe intervals, don't worry about this. Keep it on 2. And the rest of these two settings don't matter. It just doesn't matter. Now, the next very important one is video. Your base canvas resolution is the resolution that only you see. So if you play in 4K, set this to 4K. Doesn't matter. Just keep this set. Whatever you do, don't set this to a lower resolution than this. It's not the end of the world. Just don't do it. Just keep it the same. Or if you stream in 4K, make this 4K. Keep this at whatever resolution you want your viewing audience to see. Output resolution is what the resolution is outputted to your stream and your streaming platform. Whether it's 1080p, 900p, 720p, set this accordingly. Downscale filters, don't really mess with it. Just keep it on bicubical. And, bicubic, sorry. Whatever. Just keep it on this. This doesn't really matter too much. Don't mess with this. FPS, it's what it sounds like. Do you want 30 FPS, 60 FPS, whatever? Set this here. Not too hard. So, with that being said, I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments section. If there's anything I can help you with, come by the stream. I stream at least 3 to 4 days a week. Don't have a constant schedule right now because of work and, you know, life. But I do stream 3 to 4 days a week. So if I can help you, jump over there. I'll help you as best I can. Leave a comment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.